So welcome back if you're coming back, and welcome if it's your first time. Today we are diving into a serious topic: online harassment. If you have experienced any kind of scamming or have anyone on your back, or even when you walked away from all the drama and decided to let it go, but that crowd just won't leave you alone because they are afraid that as long as you breathe, you might be of damage to them, and because they want you to take yourself out, so they apply all or some of them harassments onto you. They see you as a threat. If any of this has happened to you, then this is for you. We are all aware of the naysayers who try to sabotage you with each and every chance that they get. So we won't get to the details, because for some of you, there is a great fight you are putting out against all kinds of aggressions towards you online, with people trying to make you look fake or unworthy of attention by, for example, playing around with your accounts because they might have access to. So, for example, the algorithm would not match to the effort you put out, for example, having views tampered with, or not allowing to have your content seen so that you feel like you are not making it, and so many other ways of sabotaging you. Whether you're on social media or interacting online, it's crucial to understand the different forms of harassment that can take place. Gang stalking, trolling, social media bullying, and even mobbing or cloning. These aren't just words. They represent harmful actions that affect real people's lives. So, in this video, we are breaking down each of these terms, how they look in the online world, and how you can protect yourself. So let's get started. First up, let's talk about gang stalking. Gang stalking involves a coordinated group or network of people who follow, intimidate, or harass an individual. Often, this behavior is hidden in plain sight, and these stalkers might be family members, they can be co-workers, or even strangers who engage in a constant campaign of surveillance, spreading false rumors or using psychological tactics to make the target feel paranoid or unsafe. Like, for example, let's say you have a platform and you are seen in the public eye. So some people might come up and create nasty stories regarding your social life and try to make you look like trash, or say things that are not true about you, while you on your platform might be oblivious of what was going on behind the scenes. Then people you don't know start making nasty comments about you, believing the lies, and that will affect you when you find out. Sometimes they will make mean comments too, to discourage you from continuing online appearance. And this might just be out of jealousy. In the digital space, gang stalking can extend to online platforms where a group of people collectively targets an individual, posting invasive content, sharing private information, or making harmful comments to create an atmosphere of fear and helplessness. It's important to note that the tactics used in gang stalking can have a significant mental health impact on the target, leading to anxiety, depression, and paranoia. So if you happen to end up in such kind of a situation, please look for help. Go to the right people and ask for help. Next, let's differentiate stalking from gang stalking. Stalking typically involves one individual targeting another, and this can occur in person or online, and it might involve obsessive behavior such as repeatedly contacting someone. You get all those spam messages, in your email, or you get comments that keep repeating, showing up at their home or workplace or tracking their movements. In the online world, stalking can look like someone constantly monitoring your activity, liking your posts excessively, for example. They might be sending you messages you have explicitly asked them to stop sending, for example, or trying to access your personal information. And these behaviors cross the line from curiosity into violation of privacy and can be incredibly invasive. And sometimes you might not even know if you have devices that have been hacked through malware. They will be tracking your every move online just to spy on you, to see what they could do with the information they get to sabotage you. You might get weird activities on the screens, like windows closing on their own, or as if someone was navigating the mouse when you weren't even touching the mouse, or there would be some activities taking too long to open up, meaning behind the scenes there was manipulation. Sorry. Now, let's talk about trolling. Trolling is when someone purposely provokes, irritates, or insults others online for their own amusement. While some may think it's harmless fun, it can escalate quickly. Trolls often target people's insecurities, beliefs, or identities, and they can be extremely disruptive. Someone just comes up and starts over criticizing you or trying to put you down over anything, like try to make you look incapable of what you were doing, or they try to make people not listen to you by using harsh criticism. Such kind of examples can happen. Unlike stalking, where the intent is to harm or intimidate, trolling is more about causing emotional distress through mockery, humiliation, or spreading misinformation. But don't be mistaken. Trolling can have real-world consequences, especially when it involves targeted attacks against vulnerable individuals or communities. Moving on to social media bullying. Bullying online is unfortunately very common, and it happens when individuals or groups intentionally hurt or manipulate others on platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and more. This can look like public shaming, name-calling, spreading rumors, or even cyber stalking. The big difference between trolling and bullying is that bullying has a more intentional, sustained pattern of harm. The bully's goal is often to make the victim feel powerless, isolated, or inferior, sometimes leading to long-term emotional and psychological consequences. And that's what they want you to take out yourself, to self-sabotage yourself. Finally, let's talk about mobbing and cloning. Mobbing happens when a group of people collectively target and harass someone, often by amplifying hate speech or attacking the target in groups. It's like gang stalking, but it typically takes place in online spaces. Mobbing can be amplified by group dynamics, where individuals feel empowered to join in a collective attack, leaving the victim feeling overwhelmed and helpless. And cloning, on the other hand, refers to the act of someone creating fake social media profiles or accounts that impersonate the victim. And this could be used to spread misinformation, trick others, or even manipulate the victim's relationships. For example, somebody might clone your telephone and they start messaging people in your list and pretending to be you. And if you have anyone who you are intimate with in the list, they might pretend to be you, and it might spoil your relationship. Cloning is one of the most insidious forms of online harassment because it can damage the victim's reputation and relationships, all while hiding behind a fake identity. Sorry. Now that we know what these types of harassment look like, let's discuss how you can protect yourself online. 1. Set private settings. On every social media platform, adjust your private settings to control who can see your posts, comment on your content, or send you messages. 2. Block and report. If you're being targeted, don't hesitate to block the harasser and report them. Most platforms have reporting systems that allow you to flag abusive behavior. And the next one, document everything. Keep a record of any harmful messages, posts, or interactions. And this can be critical if you need to report the situation to authorities. And the next thing you can do is reach out for help. Whether it's talking to a friend, family member, or even a professional, don't hesitate to ask for support. Because dealing with harassment can be emotionally draining, and seeking help can help you feel less isolated. Because the aim of it all is just to isolate you. Because the minute you're isolated, it's easy to destroy you. And last but not the least, maybe you can educate others about this thing. And because the more we educate ourselves and others on the dangers of online harassment, the less power these actions have. Speak up, spread awareness, and create a more respectful online environment. So I hope this video helped you better understand the different forms of online harassment. Because if you or someone you know is experiencing any of these issues, please know that help is always available. Don't be afraid to speak out or seek support. Remember, you are not alone. So if you found this informative, please share it with somebody who might need it. And for that, I hope this helps someone. So stay safe, stay kind, and take care of yourselves. And till next time, God bless.